It's Jay Coffee on the vid, back with another video, and as everyone knows, just disgusting, disturbing, pure evil event happened just a couple days ago. The mass shooting, racist shooting that happened in Buffalo, New York. It's not something I've talked much about on this channel. We talked about it a little bit on a live stream, but when we were going over, I believe it was something a journalist said or someone reacting to this, this evil piece of garbage, what he did. They were saying, talking about how he published this or uploaded online somewhere this racist manifesto, over 100 pages of just hate and all this racist evil rhetoric and all this. And they were saying, you know what, fuck this guy, fuck this manifesto. um I don't know if it's out there where people can see it or whatever. I know the feds are going over it, but they were like, yo, fuck it, pull it down if it is out there. That's what this guy wants. He wants people to talk about this. He wants people to read it. So fuck him, you know what I mean? And I was thinking about that, like, fuck this evil piece of garbage. Like I said, I just haven't talked much about it, but share your thoughts, guys, on this. But Mr. Porter here of D12, Denaun Porter, is reacting to a clip of this. Obviously, I can't and don't want to feature the clip in the video. It's a clip I'm sure you guys have seen circulating on social media where, as the shooting is going on and people are being killed, people are running, people are hiding, and, he points the weapon at a white guy, sees it's a white guy and says, sorry, and continues on. I'm sure everyone has seen it on Instagram or whatever social media platforms you've been on. Mr. Porter is reacting to that clip, which I'm about to share with you guys here. But I got to say, man, the other day I'm at work and someone was like this footage, I guess, is out there. As we know, this evil piece of garbage uploaded this or went live on Twitch. From my understanding, Twitch ended it pretty quick. But of course, anything that happens online, someone was recording it. So it's out there. But I didn't, like I said, I see someone at work watching it and I'm like, man, like, I don't want to see that ish, But I don't know. Some people may want to see it to see just the evil that's out there in the world. But I don't recommend anyone going to try to see it. I don't know. Comment with your thoughts on that. But Mr. Porter says, this ain't a mentally ill person. This ain't what mental illness looks like. This is premeditated murder of black people. Not one person better open their ugly mouth and try it. He apologized to a white man because he knew what he was there for, to kill black people. So, this evil piece of garbage was not from Buffalo, New York. He traveled like 200 miles to do this. I believe Conklin, New York, I believe is where he came from. Again, this is not this terrible news. It's not something I've like looked into much. It just, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, just very disturbing. But I said, let's. I saw Mr. Porter reacting to this and what he was speaking about, and I said, so let's see what everyone thinks here. But you heard him. He says he doesn't believe this is mental illness. It's premeditated racist murder and just pure evil, like we said, or I'm sorry, like I just said a moment ago. Someone reacted here. Who's this? Shaynu Fed to Fit responded and said, in the same respect, what about the black man who drove through the Christmas parade? Murder is murder. If we keep making it a race thing, they keep us divided. Hate the murderer, not the race. When someone say, sir, America has been about race since its inception. Abolitionists knew it was a race thing. Freedom riders knew it was a race thing. We have to accept it, bro. That's the only thing that will change. Obviously, America and its history from its inception. I mean, that's true. Racism from day one. Slim Goody responded and said this guy had the hard R written on his gun. His manifesto is all about the eradication of any non-whites. The whole thing is written from a racist incel point of view. Someone else responded and said, "Nope, nope, murderers have motives. His was race. This is a problem that comes in many forms. It needs addressing." Um, it needs addressing. Stop trying to generalize it to get out of doing the work. Someone said, I don't think the conclusion here is to hate white people. This person wrote a manifesto that specifically mentioned the racial motivation behind this crime. It's just the truth. Bringing up the black man who drove through a Christmas parade is irrelevant. Yeah, I don't understand why someone brought that up. Like, this is a horrible event that happened. You know what I mean? I don't know. Comment with your thoughts, guys. It's always been a race thing in this country. Understanding the problem is the first step to correcting it. Someone said you're a fucking imbecile. I don't want to go through people arguing here, but it's crazy. Like, we know America, in other places in the world too, but America has a very, very racist past since day one. But we know online, right, there's all different kinds of communities where people, like everything from gaming to political-ish to music, right? But there's also groups of people just spewing hate and evil rhetoric to each other. And, it's just crazy. You know, this killer, as it's been reported, as his family speaking to the feds and other people that knew him, are that he threatened his school before, to SH00 up his school. And I don't know, I believe they said that there was like a mental health evaluation or something like that, but obviously it wasn't enough, because we see what happened. Pure evil. Innocent people killed, just minding their business, killed, and those kind of threats need to be taken serious. But, it's just wild to think that there's evil sons of bitches out there, communities of people just spewing evil stuff and planning like events like that. Like, it's some scary shit, man. Quite honestly, but that's just crazy to think that he made those kind of threats before. And whatever they did an evaluation, whatever they did wasn't enough. Why not? Why didn't he get arrested for it? Obviously, making terroristic threats is a crime. I don't know. Um, Pete Rock says he was sent. You better believe it. So I didn't even think of that. What do you guys think? Pete Rock saying he was sent. Do you believe that he's saying that? As we were just talking about, like communities of online of evil people, plotting and sharing this disturbing ideology and stuff like that. Do you think that there could indeed be a group, and he wasn't the only one in on this plan? That's pretty scary, quite scary to think of. This guy says, this gentleman here says, his voice sounds like he was having fun. Someone responded and said, you're completely right. I watched the whole video. It's about 17 minutes of him driving around, and at the end was the actual shooting. He was having a good time without a care in the world. You could tell in his voice he had no remorse for what he was about to do. He even had the N-word written in silver Sharpie all over his weapon. This isn't mental illness. He had a clear agenda and specifically chose his targets. It's absolutely disgusting. This is premeditated murder, white supremacy, and homegrown domestic terrorism. Fuck this guy. I 100% agree with what you said. Someone says he killed 2 white people. First person he killed was white woman. And before the man he said sorry to was another white man killed. Someone said, where's the full video? Again, the video is out there. It's disturbing stuff. Like I said, I don't recommend anyone watches it. I couldn't believe that someone was playing it at work. I was like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? Turn that ish off. Someone said, you are mentally ill to look at this situation and blame the opposite ideology this person actively endorsed. Please seek help. Yeah, someone says he was taken alive. I was surprised by that, right? I mean, someone said, oh, he surrendered. I don't know. Again, this isn't like, I just didn't look much into this. This just disturbed me so much. You know, like I said, we talked about it a little bit on the live stream, but I don't know. You know, he was taken into custody alive. Now, something I want to address, someone else was saying is New York State does not have the death penalty. Now, from my understanding, the federal government can sentence someone to death no matter where a crime happens in what state. I believe that to be true. I'm not 100%. Comment someone if you believe that I am indeed correct with that, you know, the feds can sentence someone to death. And I believe this is a federal crime, I believe, as we see the FBI has been talking to his family and stuff. So I believe he is in federal custody. But, yeah, comment, guys, and let me know if you believe I am indeed correct with that statement, that if a state does not have the death penalty, if the feds pick up the case, he can be sentenced to death. You know, if someone ever did, like the death penalty is not something I really talk much about on the channel, but if someone ever indeed did, you know, deserve to be sentenced to death, I mean, like this guy, right? Someone says, better that way, inmates will have fun with him for the rest of his miserable life. Nah, he'll just go to prison and immediately join with the other racist and neo-Nazis. Yep, unfortunately, he's going to be a king to them. Hopefully, he gets violated to death. He doesn't deserve a quick death. Nazis and white people are usually preyed upon in jail. I don't know. Damn, where did my comment go? Oh, hold on. Nazis and white people are usually preyed upon in jail. I don't know about where he's going, though. I could say this is unbelievable, but it's not. Yeah, I mean, I saw someone reacting to that just right before I saw Mr. Porter posting about this, where someone was saying, look at this guy taken into custody, not even a scratch on him, you know. It's pretty nuts, right? Like, I guess reportedly I'm hearing he surrendered. Too bad they couldn't just crack his fucking head off the wall or something. I don't know. Can you imagine that? Just being in the presence of someone like this, who did something like this right at that moment. Piece of garbage, man. Let's see here. This is what education is about. White doesn't normally want to arrest, punish, or kill white. Blacks and others are taught both overtly and covertly to hate and kill and look at ourselves with disdain. James Baldwin spoke of this 50 years ago. What do you say? Self-hate is taught and breathed through the birth canal. Someone said racism ain't a mental health problem. It's a United States of America problem. It's a systemic problem, and not only history. It's present everywhere all the time. So again, you know, America, 100% everyone knows, has a racist past since its inception, as someone commented earlier in this comment thread. And, this individual commenting is saying that's not a mental health thing. As Mr. Porter was saying, he's saying this isn't mental health. this is just pure evil, racist, premeditated murder. But there's a lot of people who are raised to be racist. You know, that's a fact. America has a racist history, and there's people raised like that. Mr. Porter says, "Oh no, he's arguing with someone here, so I'm not going to read that." But let's see. Yeah, he mentioned that he was a white supremacist and he did the shooting because he believes in the great replacement theory. Mr. Porter says they gonna find out the hard way. We ain't the same as before. They're already finding out. They're just not reporting it. They're done. It's all over and done with. That's why they're acting out. That was the same thinking behind the Walmart shooter here in El Paso 3 years ago. We are failing in this country when so many people are being taken in and groomed to act on these ideologies of hate and intolerance, hands down. So I'm gonna end this video there. Comment with your thoughts on what Mr. Porter was saying again about this not being mental illness, about this being just premeditated, evil, racist murder. Comment with your thoughts about what I was saying about the federal government. If you know that to be true, that they can indeed sentence him to death, if I am correct or not. And what was your thoughts as well about what Pete Rock was saying, that he believes he was sent? He said, best believe someone sent him to do this. That there is, like I was saying, there's all kinds of communities online, where, like I said, people get together and talk about gaming or music that they like. And there's evil pieces of garbage that get together and, spread their hate amongst each others and plan. It's disturbing, man. But comment with your thoughts on all that. I'm going to end this video. Thank you for watching. Everyone, be safe. Have a great day. I'll catch you on the next video. It's J Coffee Talk signing out. Peace.